Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again. And there's a lot of phone releases coming up, guys. It's going to be a very busy week. So what I want to do now is share my long-term review of the Xiaomi Mi 11. And as many new devices come, I want to just take a look one last time and share with you my 5 favorite things of this device and what I've learned about this device after using it for nearly 2 months. Is this the best phone from Xiaomi that you can buy, or are there releases coming very soon that you should wait for? Let's have a look. The first favorite thing about this phone has got to be the design. And how has the design held up over time? It is doing really well, guys. Not a single scratch on this device. And I've been using this great case that Xiaomi sent me along with the global unit. I've since sold my China version of the phone, and now the global unit is the only one that I have in my possession. But you can see here, this case protects it pretty well, but there are no scratches on this device, and the case is super light and just works to make it a really enjoyable experience using this day to day. I carry this phone with me probably every day, and the design is one big reason why I love just taking this phone out, having a look, and taking the occasional photo with it. Even while I've been reviewing other devices like the S21 Ultra or the Oppo Reno 5 Pro, the Mi 11 has been a constant in my pocket, and the sleek, gorgeous design is one big reason. But the second reason, and probably my favorite feature of this phone, has got to be this 6.81-inch WQHD Plus 120Hz display. And let me tell you guys, despite having this very similarly spec'd S21 Ultra display in my possession, I actually gravitate more towards the Mi 11's display on a daily basis. There's something about it, I don't know how to pinpoint it, but it just looks better to my eyes. And not to say that the S21 Ultra display is not beautiful, but the Mi 11's display, there's just something about it. Maybe from the slight curve to the colors to just the 120 Hz feels so smooth and so slick that this is the main reason why I keep coming back to this phone. And of course, photos, video, they just take a whole new life on this display. It is just an immersive and beautiful experience when you're looking at content on this Xiaomi Mi 11. And the third big reason why I've been loving this Mi 11 after 2 months has got to be the performance. Now you may be saying, but Frankie Tech, hasn't this phone overheated or suffered those types of issues? Yes, it has. But on a day-to-day basis, with the type of usage that I have with this phone, I don't notice that. And you won't notice either unless you're really pushing this device. The overheating only happens in those extreme cases, and otherwise you have a super fast Snapdragon 888 device that just does everything that you need. And with Android 11 MIUI 12 on board and that 120 Hz refresh rate, let me tell you, it is just fun to use this device. It's slick. Daily use performance for me has been a non-issue on this Xiaomi Mi 11 2 months into use. And the fourth big reason why I really do love this Xiaomi Mi 11 is the dual speaker experience. The dual speakers on this Xiaomi Mi 11 are tremendous. This is the gold standard that I'm going to hold every other phone to when doing an audio speaker test. So you can bet that this Mi 11 is going to feature in upcoming videos and reviews of other phones. It's that good in terms of audio quality, and I think that Xiaomi is really leading the way in terms of dual speaker capabilities on phones. My fourth favorite feature, and could easily be the only reason you'd pick up this phone, to have the best speaker experience in this Xiaomi Mi 11. And last but not least, my fifth and final feature of this phone that I love are the cameras. Now, yes, the cameras aren't to the level of the Mi 10 Ultra or of these other periscope telephoto cameras that you've seen on the market. Some of you have asked me, oh, should I upgrade from a Huawei P30 Pro to this? That's actually not an upgrade because you're going to be losing some of those key telephoto lenses that those phones do have. But what you get in its place is what I consider one of the most enjoyable camera experiences on a phone. With the 108 megapixel main camera, the 5 megapixel macro does take some very pleasing, very close range shots, and the ultra wide is solid as well. But Xiaomi has put a lot of other features into this phone, like the movie magic features, like the parallel worlds video, and while yes, many other phones may beat it on the spec list when it comes to cameras, I've had more fun shooting with this Mi 11 than many of those bigger spec'd out devices that I have. And yes, of course, I would have loved to see a telephoto, but of course, we'll be waiting for the Mi 11 Ultra to release. For all you guys who are dying for the ultimate camera on a Xiaomi phone, that's going to be the one to pick, but for everyone else, trust me, the cameras on this Mi 11 are great. And so all in all, guys, nearly 2 months into use of this Mi 11, I can't think of a better phone to have started out 2021 with. It has pretty much set the bar for everything that we're going to expect to see from phones this year. And it has stepped it up in terms of the display game as well. So now that we're seeing WQHD plus 120Hz display on the flagship Xiaomi phones, this has now set a higher bar, which will allow other devices like mid-range devices to be able to achieve a similar spec list when it comes to display on the market. I think that's the genius of what Xiaomi has done here, because look, Full HD 120Hz to me is still the gold standard of what I expect in any smartphone. The Mi 11 has surpassed that and now has left the door open for many new phones to come in. It's an exciting time, guys, to be covering Xiaomi devices, and stay tuned, of course, because there are some devices coming down the line that will just blow your mind. But it all started with this Xiaomi Mi 11 in 2021, and that's why for me, it is definitely my favorite Xiaomi phone so far that I've reviewed, and I can't wait to see, after more long-term use, how things fare with this phone. But hit me up in the comments. What are your thoughts on the Xiaomi Mi 11? And to anyone who did pick up the Xiaomi Mi 11, what are your experiences with this device after, a couple weeks or a month of use? Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. There are some really incredible devices coming down the line here. I can't wait to share my full experiences with them. So stay tuned here to Frankie Tech for the latest coverage of all these amazing devices from Xiaomi, Redmi, and more. So that's it. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. It's in my hand, guys, and it's unbelievable.